Hi, I'm Dr. Catherine Edmonds, the Superintendent of Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. I would like to welcome you to our webinar to share information from the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction about end-of-year grading and promotion for the 2019-2020 school year. I would like to thank our school administrators, teachers, parents, and students for your quick and effective transition from the classroom to the cloud. I'm proud to share that Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools was amongst 34% of school districts to provide devices to all students, and we were amongst the 41% of the districts setting up hotspots somewhere in the community. During these unprecedented times, Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools has worked side by side with our community to provide meals for all children. In the past week alone, we served over 19,000 meals. I encourage our parents to explore the meal services available through Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. It is free for all children ages 1 to 18 or still enrolled in K-12 school. The children do not have to be present with the parent for pickup. Our goal is to ensure children are fed during these times. And now for the purpose of the webinar this evening. Dr. Amy Spencer, our Chief Academic Officer, and her team are working diligently to ensure you have the most up-to-date and accurate information as it pertains to K-12 grading. Dr. Spencer will share the guidance the district has received from the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and what that means for the different grade levels in our district. Thank you again for your support of Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. And now to Dr. Spencer.
My name is Dr. Amy Spencer, and I am the Chief Academic Officer for Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. First and foremost, I would like to thank all students, teachers, administrators, parents, the Board of Education, and the community for your ongoing continued support and commitment to learning. I know the transition from the traditional classroom to remote learning happened quickly, and I want to commend everyone for their patience, understanding, and perseverance to ensure the students were learning in spite of COVID-19. We have truly blazed new trails. On April 23rd, the State Board of Education passed policy that set the guiding practices for all public schools in North Carolina. In that policy, the State Board outlined how final grades would be reported for students in kindergarten through 11th grade. This presentation will share those COVID-19 grading policies and will also explain the local decisions as to how these grades will be reported to the parents and students. Please be assured that the work the students have done since March 13th is critical to their ongoing growth and development and will prepare them for success not only as they continue in their educational journey, but in preparing them for life. These two charts reflect answers to the most frequently asked questions about grades during COVID-19. These charts were created by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. The answers presented on the charts come from the North Carolina State Board policy that was passed on April 23rd. In this presentation, I will explain how this policy impacts grading, promotion and retention decisions for your child, and what grading will look like on your student's final report card. We will begin with elementary, transition to middle school, and conclude with the 9th through 11th grade. The high schools have already had senior meetings with parents explaining the state grading policy for seniors. We will start with elementary school. According to the policy, students will receive no final grade in grades K through 5. This will be indicated by the code NG19. Instead of a final grade, teachers will provide year-end feedback for students regarding learning from the full academic school year. The feedback for students regarding learning from the full academic school year will include areas of strengths and concerns. All K-2 teachers will use the traditional report card as in the past. Retention decisions will be made at the school level by the principal and staff. This is an example of what the report card will look like for kindergarten through second grade. Remember, students will receive no final grade in grades kindergarten, first, and second. Instead of a final grade, teachers will provide year-end feedback for students regarding learning from the full academic school year. This is indicated on the report card under the F1 column with the code NG19, or no grade, with 19 meaning due to COVID-19. Instructor comments to the side will be where teachers will provide feedback on student progress from the year toward mastery of the standards taught. Feedback will indicate areas of strength and areas of concern, as previously mentioned. For third through fifth grade, again, no student will receive a final grade. All students will receive the code NG19. Teachers will provide feedback on student progress in the subject areas, as well as indicate if there were areas of concern. Retention decisions will be made at the school level by the principal and staff. This is an example of what the report card will look like for third, fourth, and fifth grade. Remember, students will receive no final grade in grades kindergarten through fifth grade. Instead of a final grade, teachers will provide year-end feedback for students regarding learning from the full academic school year. This is indicated on the report card under the F1 column with the code NG19, meaning no grade, with 19 meaning due to COVID-19. Instructor comments to the side will be the teacher's feedback on student progress from the year for that subject. Comments again will provide student strengths and areas for improvement. Moving on to middle school. According to state policy, students in 6th, 7th, and 8th grades will receive a pass PC19 or withdrawal WC19 for the final course grades for all middle school courses for the spring semester. A student's grade will be held harmless for learning after March 13th. PC19 will be assigned to any student who was meeting expectations and passing the course as of March 13th, or who worked to improve to the point of passing after March 13th through remote learning. A WC19 will be assigned to any student who was not passing the course as of March 13th and who was unable to improve to the point of passing the course through remote learning opportunities. A middle school course grade of WC19 does not equate to a failing course grade, nor does it indicate that a grade retention should occur or that the course must be repeated. The grade WC19 simply indicates a lack of evidence of mastery of standards addressed in the particular content area. Teachers, again, will provide feedback on student progress, strengths, and areas of concern. Here is an example of the middle school report card. Note, the F1 column has the codes PC19 or WC19. The instructor comments will be where you will find the teacher comments on your child's progress in the subject. In this example, you also see a numerical grade on the report card. These numerical grades would be from an elective that was only taken in the first semester or fall semester, or a high school course that was taken in the middle school. High school courses taken in middle school will follow the grading options presented for high school students, with the understanding that if there is a numeric grade on the transcript, it will not be calculated in the high school GPA per State Board of Education policy. Students will be given a choice for how each final course grade will appear on the transcript for both year-long and semester courses currently in progress. This choice is only for those students in middle school who are taking a high school course. This choice will be explained during the high school portion of this presentation. Student retention, again, will be determined by the school principal and staff. Moving on to high school, 9th through 11th grades. According to state board policy, students in grades 9, 10, and 11 can choose the way their final grade is reported. This decision must be made in consultation with a teacher and parent, according to board policy. This choice includes how each final course grade will appear on the transcript for both year-long and semester courses currently in progress. The options are a numeric grade, which is the highest grade representing learning as of March 13th, or as improved through the semester as remote learning continued, or PC-19 or WC-19. Students will determine how each final course grade will appear on the transcript at the end of the semester after advising from the teacher and in consultation with the parent or guardian. When students choose to report a numeric grade as the final grade on the transcript, the numeric grade will be calculated into the cumulative GPA, following the guidelines in State Board of Education policy. When students choose to report a PC-19 or WC-19 as the final grade on the transcript, there is no GPA impact when using these grades. When students in a year-long course choose a PC-19 or WC-19 for the spring portion of the course, the fall term grade will be counted into the GPA and the spring semester of the course will not. Wendy Pillars, an ESL teacher in Chatham County, North Carolina, created the map on the left for students in grades 9 through 11 to help them as they make their decisions for their final grade. EdNC recreated the graphic and translated it to Spanish. This graphic illustrates the grading options in an easy-to-understand way by asking students to guide parents and students in their decision as to which option to take. ECPPS homeroom teachers will be reaching out to parents of students in 9th through 11th grade the last 2 weeks in May to discuss their children's grades and provide guidance in grade decisions. If you have not heard from your child's homeroom teacher by May 28th, please contact them. If teachers don't hear from parents and students, final grades will be entered as a PC-19 pass or WC-19 withdraw. Homeroom teachers will contact the parent by phone or virtual meeting. They will keep a documentation log that has the name of the student, the name of the parent they spoke to, and the date and time the meeting occurred. This record will be collected and stored along with the responses from the form for documentation purposes. This is an example of a form that was done for Pasquotank County High School. As you can see, it asks for the email address, the homeroom teacher that the parent spoke to about the final grades, the student last name and first name and the student number, the grade level, how you would like to select your courses for each block, and then at the end there is a place for parents to type their first and last name, and note that the typing of the name serves as a signature and approval of the answers provided on the form. This is an example of a high school report card that reflects what the final grade decisions will look like. Please note the fall semester grades remain intact, with the spring semester courses reflecting the parent and student decision for grade reporting. College and Career Promise, Year-Long, and WC-19. The grades for College and Career Promise are as follows. If the student completes the course, the earned college grade will appear on the college transcript, and the student's choice of either the numeric final grade or PC-19 will appear on the high school transcript. For year-long courses, students will keep the grade they receive for fall courses, and these grades will be calculated in the GPA independent of the spring 2020 semester choice for grading. For the spring semester, the students will choose between PC-19 or a numeric grade. WC-19. WC-19 is not a failing grade. If the student had a failing grade as of March 13th and was unable to improve their grade through remote learning, the WC-19 indicates a lack of evidence of mastery of standards, and the student will not receive credit for the course. Students will be able to repeat the course for credit or through credit recovery. I hope this presentation answered the questions many of you have had about grades for this year. Finally, should you have any questions regarding the grading policy, please feel free to fill out the form for questions that will be posted with this presentation. Should you have specific questions regarding your child's grade, please reach out to your child's teacher. Thank you again for all that you do each and every day to ensure your child has a successful education, and know that we are here to support you. We are ECPPS Strong.